Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to this glorious, glorious big boy video. So, I've done it. I am at the end of the biggest, the baddest, well, it's definitely the most time-consuming model I've ever built. It is the Stormbird, the biggest weapon you can have in a Space Marines arsenal in terms of size, points even. I think this is 1,000. In ninth edition, not eighth edition. I wish it was in eighth edition. In ninth edition, this costs you 1,000 points to deploy. It is just. It is absolutely bloody massive. I'll get some size comparisons in a minute. I'll bring tanks in and stuff like that. I just want to tell you about the process of building this. This is a Forge World product, of course. I think it costs like £850 to buy. One of the reasons I was able to afford this is because you chaps who are probably watching this video now, you donated through the streams and stuff like that. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart of allowing me to purchase something that I've wanted for years upon years upon years upon years. Now, this, even though the video is probably going to say this is complete, it's 99.9% complete because I am waiting for a few more bits to arrive. I am waiting for a bit more decals to arrive, some Mechanicus ones so I can put it on the engine blocks and stuff. I'll show you inside the cockpit in a minute because my pilots don't have heads. They are cosplaying as Ferrus Manus at the moment because I'm waiting for some Tech Marine heads to arrive. But everything else is all done, all the engine blocks, everything like that. If I can just spin this around without breaking it. Oh, because it's heavy. This is a heavy boy. I can't even fit it on properly because the way this bar is at the back and stuff. So I'm just going to try and show you like this. So if I just lift it up here, you can see all the battle damage I've done at the front and everything like that. If I just take the cockpit off real quickly, you can see inside the Marines don't have heads, like I said, because I'm waiting for some Tech Marines heads to arrive. This is like a build in itself because you have to cut all this plastic out into the certain shapes and stuff, and doing all that, yeah, that was an experience. All the engine blocks, and I'm going to attempt to pick this up just to show you off, but again, it's super, super heavy, so please excuse me if you hear me breathing because it really is heavy. So yeah, this is what it looks like. There's a lot of battle damage on here. I went with the las cannons at the side because of the rule of cool. I maybe should have gone with bolters, but I think the las cannons look a bit better. I got these doors off a friend of mine. They're not designed for this, so I had to cut them down and stuff like that to fit them on this, but I thought with the rule of cool, it makes it a little bit better, gives it a little bit more personality to the thing itself. You can see, if I can bring it in, some of the battle damage I've done all to the top of it. I am missing the top of the void generators here because I'm waiting for I'm waiting for the blue paint to arrive. It was supposed to come last week, but it got delayed. I'm just going to airbrush it a bit blue like it's activated, so it gives it that void shield kind of effect. Decals, you can see there and there. It's just basically mirrored. Let me just put this down for a second because it's getting super heavy. Because the decals themselves are actually custom-made decals. I know they look like Imperial Fist decals because these are the Imperial Fist decals you normally get from Games Workshop. This comes in the Imperial Fist upgrade kit. And that's the biggest size they do. And I was like, well, that's not going to cut it. So I asked my friend, Scumbag Customs, if he can make me some custom ones, and he did. I'll include his link in the description. He's an amazing fellow. So he made me this decal sheet, where it's just a bigger size, really. It's just bigger, cooler looking. Well, it's the Imperial Fist one, but they're bigger. So these big ones here actually go in here now. The next size down, go on the doors here, just so it fits the Stormbird. Because again, the Stormbird is so outrageously big and stupid. It's just the way it is. I put some Templar decals on the wings at the back and stuff, or should I say the fins. I don't know what we call them. I'm not a pilot, I'm afraid. Because I want to use this for both 40k and for 30k as well. And I thought if I put a bit of decals on there, maybe this could be like Sigismund's personal little dropship and stuff. He can bring it in. If I spin it, I actually can't spin it around that much. I'm just gonna keep it here like this while we do the sized comparison and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna put this back on here real quick. Oh look, See, this is what happens. Look, one of them's come out already. See, I have to glue that back in now. Right, I'm just going to put that there. There's a break test live on video. I have to glue that back in. So how big is this? How big is this boy? This is a very, very big boy. So if I put it to the side like that, just for scale, this is a Redemptor Dreadnought. It looks like the Redemptor Dreadnought could walk out of this. Actually, it probably could if the rules allow it, because the rules itself allow for 50 Primaris Marines. 50. 5-0. 50 Primaris Marines can get in the back of this. Gravis counts as 2, so 25 Gravis Marines can get in the back. So 25 Eradicators, 25 Heavy Intercessors, etc, etc. Can get in the back of this. Bikes count as 2 as well, if I'm not mistaken. So Outriders count as 2 slots. A normal guy, hello there, how you doing? That's how big he is. The tanks, if I bring an Executioner tank, you can see how big the Executioner tank is compared to this. I think the Executioner tank, oh sorry, I just knocked it. The Executioner tank is just a little bit bigger than the wing itself. Like long ways and stuff like that, length waves. So the wings on this are absolutely just huge. Absolutely, they're just massive. It's massive. This itself was one of the most challenging things I've ever built in my life, especially the Forge World kit it was. Nothing matched up right, of course, Forge World, which I think in a way is kind of a crappy thing. I know a lot of people say, oh yeah, it's Forge World, you have to be this, you have to be that. But if you're paying that much for a model, and it comes in a way where things don't even line up properly, I think someone at the quality control really needs to take a long, hard look at themselves. The instructions for building this weren't the best. It was like, page 1, here's a wing. Page 2, everything's assembled. And I was like, wait, what? So it's like just going off and trying to build it like a Lego set, just getting familiar with it yourself. Yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare on that front. So if anyone's thinking about getting one of these, just prepare for that. Hopefully they'll upgrade the instructions future on and make it a little bit more user-friendly. But for me, as I've been saying on my streams, it has been an absolute nightmare to assemble this. Painting, not so much, because I love painting yellow. I know a lot of people say, oh no, bloody hell, it's yellow, it's this, it's that. But for me, I actually enjoyed painting it. I took it outside. I used one of my Avalanche Sunset spray cans, the rarity that we have these days with them, and sprayed it all down and just Lamented glazed it. For people asking me how many glazes it took 4 glazes. 4 brothers fell to make this happen. But in the end, their sacrifice was worth it, because this is what I have now in front of me. This is the crown jewels of my Imperial Fist, my last war force now. I don't think I'm going to get anything bigger than this ever. Yes, I have a Thunderhawk to assemble, but this is the big boy. This is the best boy. This is it. This is how far we've come now in the last war protocol, and I can't ever see myself topping this, getting bigger, anything like that. It's been a long journey. I think I got this over a year ago, and I've been doing little bits now and then, but I was like, do you know what? I'm going to get it finished early this year, get it all out the way, and then I can start focusing on some of my hobby pile I've got, and obviously some of the new Primera stuff that's incoming sometime this year, hopefully. But this is it. Here's a Stormbird. It looks beautiful. Now, there is one more thing, because we are going to see this fly. Yes, this does fly. So I'm just going to put this to the side over here for a second. Go on, scoot back. Scoot back, Mr. Stormbird. Scoot back over there for a second, because this has a flying stand. So this flying stand was custom made by me. Well, I say 90% of it was custom made by me, because I'll show you right now. So boom, this is the flying stand I made. You can see the big pole here, and again we'll put it on the pole in a second. So obviously this weighs about just over a stone. Now for you American people, that's 14 pounds. I think this weighs like 15, 16 pounds altogether. 17 pounds, let's say 17 pounds max. So of course I wanted the base to weigh a bit more, so the base weighs about 20, 25 pounds. Because there's a weight here, because right, the way I did it, this was just a plain wooden oval base. I bought it off eBay. There was nothing on there, nothing fancy. I got a weight, put a weight in the middle. First thing, I drew through the wood, so this pole goes right through the wood. You can actually see at the bottom here how it goes in there, right there. It goes right through there. Put the weight over it. I resined it all in, so it's like all resin, like liquid resin. So it's solid. It can't move. It's impossible to move. So that weighed it all down. Then what I did, I went outside and I got a brick from outside, smashed the brick up, built it round the actual weight itself. And then I used something called, it's like, what's it called now? It's from that chap called Luke. Oh, I forgot what it's called. I'm so sorry, Luke. It's basically like paper mache kind of thing. And you build it up and it looks like rock. It's really, really awesome. Like most of this is that. It's like paper just gone solid. I didn't know how to use that before. One of my friends, Chris, said, hey, use this, and I did. I used it, I put it all in, and what I did then is basically just sprayed it this grey colour, dry brushed over it for the rock here. You can see at the bottom it's a bit different colour because I went over that with Valrak to give it like a bit of a tonal difference. Yeah, if I just bring it in closer for you here, you'll be able to see it. It's probably the best thing to do. Put it all there, put the snow on, put all the barrels on and stuff like that, like some of the tank traps and stuff. The Land Raider itself was not painted by me. It was painted by my friend JB. Again, I'll link you to his Instagram. I refuse to paint Iron Warriors. I'm sorry. You can call me petty all you want, okay? I refuse to paint Iron Warriors. And he painted this Land Raider for me. And he did an amazing job. It's like all battle scarred. And what I wanted is like, this is like engaged it. Blown it apart, and then he's like flying over it kind of thing. Like the Iron Warrior at the top has lost his head. What I wanted, and I'm still looking for this, if anyone's good with green stuff, let me know. I was looking for someone maybe to green stuff some Marines. And like they're on fire, like all fire on them with green stuff, like running outside, like blah, we're all on fire kind of thing, like falling off here and stuff like that. I would love to have done that, but I can't because I'm a literal idiot when it comes to green stuff. I can't do anything like that. So there is a little bit more work to do with the base with like more dead Marines on it, but apart from that, that's the base. And like I said, it flies. So if you give me a second, I'm just going to cut the video and we'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like on its flying base. Okay, you'll have to excuse the mess on my desk. I've got my 3D print and everything here, but yeah, there we go. This is what it looks like on the base, like I said. It flies, look, there, right there. That's what it looks like. It's all like a flying one. He looks absolutely awesome, in my opinion. If we go around here, we can see like all the cool stuff. Get up a little bit closer. This is probably the best way to do it. But yeah, that's it. It is all done. It's looking fabulous in my opinion. It flies. The base weighs it down properly. I'll just poke it under there so you chaps can see how it is under there. But I'm going to leave the video there. Oh, actually, I forgot to show you the rockets. It's got little rockets and stuff under here as well and everything like that. If you got any thoughts, feedback, anything like that at all, then please post it down below and we can have a nice little talk down there. But here it is. Stormbird is done. I am now the king of the skies. Squigmar with his Talmanta, play on tabletop with their Talmanta, get out the skies because the cheese is about to blow you off. Wait, that sounded weird. Right, see you in a bit. Everyone have a good day and bye-bye.